Hey there, I'm Arthur with Innovative Journaling, and this is another video about some of the proprietary edging techniques we use to strengthen the edges on the soft chrome tan leather we use. So let's get going, and I'll show you this edge technique. Okay, so just to recap, the three other techniques that we've showed you are, one, just the simple 1/4 inch skive roll and sew. And we do this on our folios and our book covers and pockets on our book covers and stuff like that. It's very simple. Then we showed you how we do the 3/4 2XX, and that is basically we take a piece of leather, skive it 3/4 and roll it over twice. And that gives you even more strength. And then we showed you this technique here where we do a 1.5 2XX, and that's where we take, here I'll show you on this, where we take the leather and skive it 1.5 inches and then roll it over twice, and this gives us a nice double stitch effect. Very, very strong, and it's kind of aesthetically pleasing also. This technique is just, we use an extra piece of leather and we put it over the edge, and it is probably our strongest edging technique that we use. And so we're building the Sleep Nomad bags here, and I thought I would just show you on that. So basically, yeah, here's the 1.5 2XX there, but this is the one where we have to put the stud through, and we want this to be really beefy and strong and everything, because it represents the flap of your bag and what the stud's going to go through. So I'm going to show you how we do that. And we do these in 3 different thicknesses. We do the 5/8, like I'm going to show you on here. We do 3/4 of an inch, and we do 1 inch thick. And those are spread across the various bags that we use. Okay, so let's get started. I chose this bag here to do it on because it's contrasting color, so it'll be easier for you to see, and this bronze leather here, which is absolutely gorgeous, will accent the thread as well. So I'm going to go through the whole process of doing that and showing you how we get it right to here. Okay, so, and by the way, this is the pocket for that, so we just match them up. Anyway, so the first thing we do is we cut the piece of leather. Here's the template for that. And then we split it down. We skive it thin, and then we tape it like this. Oops, when our tape gun works. And this is used. This is used in picture framing, because, and I found out about it because I used to sell my fine art photography a long time ago, and I did my own framing as well. So that's that. So we got tape on there. We already marked this. We have a little marker here, and we just basically draw a line down the leather, and so we have a mark. So we're going to know where to put that. Okay. All right. So the first thing we do after we've taped it is we got to roll over the edge, and this edge needs to be rolled over so the stitch picks it up and it doesn't miss it, so it comes out after a little bit of use. So we want to roll this over so the seam is actually able to get it. So we do that, and there's no real measurement here. We just want to make it wide enough so the seam will pick it up. Now when this I'm going to sew on our small Seiko machine, but when we do Durk, which is sitting right there behind me, we have to make this longer, because that Durk has a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and we have to make it a little bit, this fold here a little bit bigger than that. Okay, so let's put another bead of tape on here. We're going to hold this back about 1/16 of an inch so it doesn't bleed out on the edge, and then our line here, we're going to put that right on there like that, and just so we can see the line. So this provides a really straight line for us. And then I'll brayer that, and then I'll turn it over, and then I'll roll it over here like this. Now, here's the important thing on this. We want the seam to also pick up this, but we're sewing blind. We can't see it. But I can feel the edge, and so what I want to do is roll this over so it is at least this far. You see how that comes over a little bit more? That's exactly what we want, because then we know the needle's not going to deflect off of it, but it's going to provide a nice clean seam right on this edge as well. So let's get that braided up. So this is one of the templates we use for our Sleep Nomad bag, and we're just going to place it on there, and we have to cut in here because functionally it's better for the bag. So we just take our knife and cut right straight through there. Now the reason we cut this after we put everything on is because then you've got a nice clean cut right there. And we'll do that on this side. So one important thing when you cut leather is when you're traveling to an edge, you want to really push down on there so the edge doesn't like stretch out on you. It also helps to have a really sharp blade too. And then we're going to take this and we are going to mark where the studs go on there and there. So that's just a reference hole for where we are going to punch holes for the studs. Okay, so here we are with that. And then the last thing to do is find the right here. And we're going to put this corner round on here. And this is our template for that. And we want to get it beveled in just a little bit. And I'll show you why that is in a second here. So we create a little bit of a bevel right there, and then we cut around here. Now when you cut, you really want to keep your knife straight. Don't be beveling your knife in or out. And then we'll flip over and do the next corner here. And right there. And it's okay to take multiple cuts. And then we turn this upside down just to make sure everything is really nice and straight. Okay, so that is ready to sew. The reason we do that, we put this in, is because when we sew this bag up, if it was out, if we didn't do that, you'd have a bunch of leather hanging out here on the edge, and it just wouldn't look attractive at all. Okay, so let's go to our Seiko machine, the lightweight machine, get this sewed up, and then I'll show you how we punch the holes for the stud. All right, so let's go over there. All right, here we are at our lightweight Seiko machine, and let's put the stitch on here. We're going to do a perimeter stitch all the way around there, and we'll put the guide down just to get the stitch to get where the seam is, and then we sew this pretty much freehand, and it comes out straight. There. Now we can use the guide again. There, and now I want to just make sure it goes right through all those same holes so you don't have two seams going on. And so we have some threads here. I'm going to go burn these off, and I'll meet you back at my workbench. Okay, so here we are back at the work table, and this is what we did. We basically got this all sewed on and stitched up, and now I'm going to put the holes for the studs in there. So basically we use a 3/16 inch punch for our small, medium, or large studs, and then we put a slit on each side, and I will show you how we do that right now. Okay, so here's my holes right there and there, and the reason we don't punch them first is because we want to make sure they get centered up. So here I'll just touch it, and I'll eyeball the center so that it's centered, and then and there's the first hole, and then do the same with this one. Make sure that's centered. And that's it. Now the next thing we have to do so the stud can fit through there and lock into place is we put a slit there. So when you make a slit like this, you go in the center. Don't slice. Push your knife straight down and take the leather and pull it. And the same for here. Push it straight down and then pull it. And then we'll do the other side. Now, I don't know if you can see that on this video, but there's a little mark right there from where the knife was, and that's the indicator for the center point, and we're going to put your knife again. Pull it, and same for here. There, and pull it. So now our stud can just go right through there, and the big ball head of the stud will stay securely, and this will sit inside the narrower neck of the stud. And so that's kind of how we do edging. We showed you a little bit about how we do a stud also, but that's another demo video. All right, see you on the next one. Hope you like this one. Bye.